Welcome back to 7 Minute Options on Friday, October 22nd. Exciting day today as Snapchat released its earnings. Snapchat is down 25% today. Thank goodness I don't have Snap. But interestingly enough, I have Pinterest, which is a social media company, and when one of them gets affected like that, they all get affected. So there's a bit of a sell-off in Pinterest. I feel like I've been talking about Pinterest more than anything else lately. But it's funny. Just yesterday, it seems like I was up several $100, and now I'm down 200. But anyway, I feel pretty good about this one. If the PayPal takeover continues, that's going to be well in the 60s in terms of a share price. Right now, I have a 50-60 Strangle here expiring in 25 days. Sorry, 28 days. So looks like Pinterest is going to have earnings next week on Wednesday the 27th. So I might consider getting out of this position on Tuesday, although because there's really no risk to the upside for me. I got 100 shares. I got the $60 call. I might just hold this through earnings. I haven't decided yet. So stay tuned. I will figure this out probably Monday or Tuesday. Because right now, I still have $457 of extrinsic value left in Pinterest. That's amazing. That's $457 that's going to come out between now and 28 days from now. Most of it on the call side where I have no risk, which is fantastic. So, yeah, like this $60 call is still trading for $370. And I can capture all of that if I just hold this to expiration. Which is great, right? Because really, I have no risk to the upside. So if the stock goes back to like 62 or 3 where it was a few days ago, that's fine. This will expire and I'll lose my 100 shares, but I'll get to collect and keep all this 367. Whereas on the put side, I keep the 87 only if this thing goes back, well, if it stays above 50. But as it goes down, I actually lose money because I have the 100 shares. So, I actually don't think Pinterest earnings are going to be anything to rave about because whatever is hurting Snap's earnings right now, Snap just released earnings earlier today. So some kind of privacy setting in iOS, which is not allowing these social media giants to learn as much about their advertising campaigns or something rather. So that's probably going to affect Pinterest as well. I mean, that's just my guess. So it's probably not going to have earnings that are all that great. But there's PayPal. And PayPal is going to pay like 63 or $64 a share for this thing. All good. Anyway, I'll decide what to do Monday or Tuesday of next week if I want to hold this through earnings or not. But chances are I will. I mean, why not? Okay. I mean, why not hold 100 shares until they get bought out for like 63 or $4, whatever, by PayPal. So that's my long-term goal there. So, but I'll get back to it early next week. The other thing this morning, EWZ Brazil. This is the Brazil ETF. What's going on with Brazil? Let's take a look here. So back in March of this year, this ETF was trading around on $29, $30. Then it went all the way up to $42, and now it's come back all the way down to the 30s, $29.68 right now. So that's the lowest it's been since March. What is going on in Brazil? If I zoom in, yeah, you can see that's a big, I mean, today it kissed 28.50 at one point, and it's right around where it opened. You can see here, it's a very narrow candlestick. Okay, so what to do here, what to do. So what I'm going to do here is, obviously, we have 28 days to expiration. So sometime toward the end of next week, when we're like 20 days, 19 days, I'm going to roll it into the next month, pick up some more credit. Right now, if I look at the history on this one, I opened this back on September 3rd, got $106, and then I rolled it out and got $76. So far I've collected $182 in premium. Right now, it would cost me $280 to close it. Not ideal, but I can roll it. What I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to roll down this 37 to about 33 or 4. So what I'm going to be doing is just to collect a little bit more, I'm going to take this one that's up here and roll it down. So, here we are, November 19. I got a 32.37 Strangle. Let me close the 37. Yeah, and there's no extrinsic value left in this one, right? The 37 right now is so far out of the money. it's only worth $3. No point holding it. So I'm going to pay, let's say $3 to close it or $4 to close it, whatever. And if I roll it down, let's say to the 33 strike, I can pick up $25, right? And I don't expect this thing to come back. So yeah, I mean, come back in the next week or so, because at the end of next week, I'm planning to roll this out. So yeah, I'll just collect $25. Why not? If it's on the table, it's on the table. It's closer to the money, so the theta is a little bit higher. You can see the theta of this one is just 31 cents because there's no extrinsic value left in it anymore. Whereas this one, the theta here is $1.30. So I collect a little bit more theta, and then when if this thing stays where it is, or if it even moves up a little bit, I can get more money for rolling it out. Because next month's expiration is going to have more extrinsic value if it's closer to the money. So the goal here is pick up $25 today. Let me do that right now. And of course, I have an existing position open because I always put the GTC order up there. Man, so annoying. All right, let me just close that out. There we go. And take the 37. Roll down the strikes. Where were we? We're at the 34. No, we were at the 33. There we go. $24, $23. Come on. All right. And yeah. And so basically that's going to be a narrower strangle, and that's fine. So basically taking this line here and moving it down to the 33. So I'm just change that to the 33. And it filled. Fantastic. But that's what that looks like. What? All right, let me change that to 32. Got it. Okay, that's it. So I got one at the 32, one at the 33. And you can see EWZ is down here. So we have all of next week. So next week, I'm hoping this goes a little bit up or a little bit down or whatever, sideways. And then I'm hoping that wherever it is, it's somewhere close enough to these two so I can just roll these two out into the next month and pick up some more premium. And that's perfect. You can see the IVR is rising. All right, so that's awesome. We picked up $25 there. And then next week, we're going to roll it out. Perfect. Life is good. The other thing is, let's see what else is in the money. SoFi. All right, so SoFi, I have an inverted strangle. So I got the 17.5 call and the $20 put. I'm a little bit above the 20, but it's moved in the right direction. This is what I was waiting for. I touched on this a few days ago, and it's been hovering right around the $20, $21 level, and now it's finally pulling back because I want to roll the 17.5 call out and up. And we have 28 days to expiration. Earnings are November 10th. And if earnings are good and this thing jumps up to like 24, 25, $26, then all of a sudden my 17.5 call is going to start bleeding money like crazy. I'd love to roll this out, up into the $20 call or maybe even higher. Right now, I can only do it for a debit. So to see what that looks like, I would buy back the 17.5 call, and then I would go into the December expiration, and sell the $20 call. Right now, this costs me $100 to do it. Right. That being said, if I roll out the put, I can get money on the put. So I can roll this one out to December and recover $55 of that, right? So $55 of credit to roll this into the put into the December expiration, and then I pay $100 to roll the 17.5 call to the December expiration. Then it becomes a $20 straddle, and I basically save the $250, right? Because right now, that's $250 of extrinsic value I'd be getting rid of by rolling this up to the 20. So it's like, yeah, I spent $50, but I have the 17.5 call. That's now a $20 call. So it's actually not a bad deal. But look at SoFi. I mean, this has been a complicated position here in SoFi. But yeah, so I've collected $311 of premium on these positions here that are still open. And it would cost me $478 to close it out today. So I'm going to be rolling these for a while. And yeah, kind of nervous about this earnings date. I really hope that SoFi doesn't spike up. That would really suck. But we'll see. Anyway, short video. That's all I got. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. All good.